Hey guys, Jsnow with another slightly older game review for you guys. So this one is Dying Light, and are you ready to rock? Fair warning, this review will contain very minor spoilers. I'm trying to hide as much of the game as possible, because I don't want to ruin any of those moments where you go, oh my god, you can do that, so I'm trying to keep that to a minimum. So we're going to go into the story, so I'm going to give you the opening scene, and many warnings throughout the video, or you can check out the description below to skip around if you don't want to see certain parts that are, I guess, considered spoilers.
HUD activated. Commence briefing.
Approaching Haran.
Data on the subject, Kadir Suleiman. A local political figure hired to maintain order after the outbreak. His brother Hassan died in a disease-related incident before we were able to evacuate him. Suleiman blamed the GRE for Hassan's death. He stole a highly sensitive file which became his bargaining chip against the GRE.
So to water down the story, basically, you're going to play as an agent called Crane, and you land into the zombie apocalypse, you get bit, you get saved, and you have to find the file while managing your zombie symptoms. So the moral of the story is basically you gotta find, there is a vaccine. So it doesn't cure the virus, but it does prevent zombification for quite a while. So right now everybody's kind of scrambling in this world to get the vaccine. So I beat this game a long time ago because this game came out in 2015, but still actually gets regular updates all the time. And there is Dying Light 2 actually coming out soon. So as far as the voice acting in the story, it's decent. I mean, the voice acting is not the greatest, as everybody seems to have the same Australian accent a lot of the times, but it is entertaining.
What's happening to me? Shit. Oh, shit.
Talk to me. What's going on?
Something went wrong. Rahim, what just happened to me?
Oh shit. I bet you're having your first seizure. Just get back over here.
Rahim, what the fuck was that? Does this mean I'm turning?
Most likely no. At least not yet. Seizures remind you that you're infected. You better go see Dr. Zera though. He'll check you out, probably give you a shot of antizin.
So now before we go into the extreme parts of combat, we're going to go over the leveling up system, which has a couple different ways to level up. So there are two different types of skill trees, technically three, but the first two you'll be doing is power. So to level up power, you of course have to beat the crap out of zombies with any weapon you have. You can also kick them unlimited times. You do start with stamina in the game. Eventually you'll get to the point where stamina doesn't really matter all too much, but when you first start, it's going to be, as the guy said, you're a noob. So to level up, you just go to your skill tree, and there's a whole ton of skills you can put in, including stomping heads, vaulting over zombies, all types of cool fun stuff. And then for agility, in order to level up agility, you have to jump over things. So right there I jumped over a ledge. Climbing gives you experience. There's a ton of ways to get agility, but agility is also the slowest to level up. And then you can get new abilities like dodging and vaulting faster and grappling hook, etc. So when you first start off the game, it is extremely hard. That's one of my few complaints about this game, is the difficulty for things like challenges, and even the very beginning of the game is just really high. I think they did make some changes, like increasing the amount of medkits you can have, because when I remember first playing this game, you could only hold like a limited amount of medkits, and you like weapons would break in 1 second. I couldn't even kill a single zombie even on normal mode. So basically the tip here is A, your weapons can break, so you want to kick them to the floor and use the environment to help you out. So speaking of the environment, this is especially important when you're first starting out. There are so many fun ways you can deal with zombies. There are little traps everywhere, and you can do some really creative action moves. So right here we're going to use the spikes and watch the fun. So simple, right? Looked pretty janky, a little simple, slightly funny. Well, that's not all of it. So at nighttime, the big boys come out. And the only way to hide from the big boys is to be in a safe zone, because they can't be in like UV light or something like that. And so the next couple of shots that you're gonna see are of the max level gameplay. I'm not like completely maxed level, but yeah, even at max level, this game is hard. So here we are on the bridge at max level. So the bridge for some reason has a ton of zombies on it 24/7. So if you want to practice your skills, just look for the big bridge in the zone. So as there are guns in the game, guns are okay. The gameplay is a lot smoother than, like, for example, this game, I'm not exactly sure if it's made by the creators of Dead Island, I gotta look it up again, but it plays very similar to Dead Island, but Dead Island on steroids and fluid. So gunplay is definitely a lot better than it was on that game. You can pretty much Call of Duty your way through things with other fun stuff, like shurikens, but not just shurikens, exploding shurikens. And of course, the other major point of this game is parkour. So if you played like Mirror's Edge, you might be familiar with this. If not, it does take quite a lot to learn. So this is like, you know, super high level, not elite gameplay, but this is, you know, I know how to almost master most of the parkour stuff. So this is what combat looks like when you're running around. And trust me, at nighttime, you're going to be doing a lot of running. This is technically in the daytime, so there's nothing like too dangerous coming after me. But once you get a lot of skills, you'll be able to get cool stuff like the zip line. I mean, the zip line is so fun, man. I mean, if you wanted to be Spider-Man, like, don't buy Spider-Man for the PS4, just buy this game. And then you also can have traps. Here's a nice little card trap that blows up all the zombies. I mean, the grappling hook, in my opinion, is OP, and I don't even have the last perk that makes it apparently even better. What do you call it? You can also do other things when you get more skills. So, for example, yes, get the zombie guts. Oh, yeah, that's gotta feel just nasty. But anyway, you can get zombie guts, camouflage, and you can stealth in this game. So, I don't like the stealth, because stealth, to me, is not fun. But if you like to, you can do things like this. So you might think it's really easy going back to now nighttime. So this is the put your big boy pants on, because this is where it gets crazy. So in nighttime you get double points for doing like agility things, so you get double the points. And this is basically the best way to level agility, but the problem is the amount of stuff creeping around. You can also kill certain rare enemies that appear and get rare loot, so you can craft better things. But if you make a single noise, yeah, it's not gonna go well. So with this, what do you call it? At nighttime, basically, there are, I guess I'll just call them hunters. So basically, you're the hunted. You have to run away from the hunters. You can get bonus points if you get away from them. And there's plenty of traps that you can do and stuff. But if you're not at least a decent level, and if you don't have the grappling hook, I do not recommend messing around at night, other than the mandatory story missions that happen at night, because they will find you and they will kill you, no matter where you go. And I'm talking like anywhere. You can be in like the weirdest corner of the map and somehow they will still find you. And right now I'm actually at max level on this one. I do have legacy perks, which is the third perk set once you either finish the game, I think, or it was either max out one of the skill sets. But yeah, I still died with the legacy perks, which technically give you some bonuses. Now, the other thing you can do at night is, of course, stealth, which is basically what you're going to have to do during story missions, especially in the beginning of the game, because there's pretty much no way you're going to get away from these fools. So they're going to show up with a little flashlight-looking thing on the map, and that's a nice booty. But anyway, what do you call it? Don't do this at home, kids. Oh! So now we have crafting. So to craft items, you'll find blueprints by doing quests or just running around, searching around. And there are tons of different mods. This video almost barely scratches the surface. You can get crossbow bolts, you can get arrows, and they even have some DLC weapons. Some of the DLC is free, some of it is not. I think they have like a Left 4 Dead DLC that's going on for a limited time where you can get some free stuff. There's also a Halloween event going on, which is why you're seeing some pumpkins and witches' hats. That's, of course, not normal. So to mod your weapons, you craft the weapon first, and then you click it. You hit, I think, F6 to upgrade, and you can also upgrade it with slots. So if you play, like, I guess, like World of Warcraft, something like that, it's kind of like gemming, sort of, like an MMO. So there are a lot of MMO looting elements in this game. So you can socket your items, you can give them new plans to upgrade. So, for example, right here, I upgraded this weapon to give it an nice electric shock. So we have the zombies, electric shock. And now don't let this fool you, because the only other issue about this game is some of the zombies are sponges, man. Absolute damage sponges. I mean, no matter what you do, nothing works. Oh yeah, and just FYI, all this has been filmed on normal mode. There's higher difficulties, so I don't even want to imagine. Also... oh my god. Now, other than main story quests and side quests, there are little challenges throughout the world, and oh my goodness, they are hard. Like, I have all the skills here, and yet you can do this, and it's still ridiculous, because you need to know like exactly where you're going. I mean, if you're really into a parkour challenge, or you just like parkour games, this is, I guess, definitely the game for you, and it frustrates me so much. There are also random events that will give you survival points for your survival skill tree, which will allow you to create extra stuff. You also use that to get legacy points. Also, don't forget to leave your brother hanging. Unless you want to double dip. Now, warning! Spoilers of what one of the DLCs is about. DLCs are completely optional, some of them are free. The newest one got a lot of negative reviews. I might still get it, but we'll have to see what happens. But if you're looking for some fun challenges, here you go.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time is running out. You don't stand a chance. Run as you've never run before.
So finally, in conclusion, overall, I think this game is definitely worth the buy, especially if you can get it on sale. It does go on sale very often. At the time of this filming, there's a Halloween sale going on, and then in about a couple of weeks, the Steam Winter Sale should also be going on. So the positives and the negatives, just to sum it up real quick: positives, plenty of creative ways to kill zombies, decent story, different multiplayer modes, and custom. We also have a picture of a turtle and a chihuahua. So I'm gonna take a guess that this is broken, which is kind of whack, because once again, I opened this my time. And I can't run either, so... Oh! Oh, and did I also mention co-op? So the only two major cons I have is basically the difficulty seems to be a little overdone. You can set it to easy, so hopefully that should fix that problem. And then also the enemy bullet sponges. I don't know why, but the amount of things you have to use just to beat up one zombie is a little ridiculous at low levels, even sometimes at high levels. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Feel free to subscribe for more, I guess, gaming reviews. This is only like the second one I've done. I've also done a review for Fallout 76. We also do VR chat, memes and fun stuff, and World of Warcraft here. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.